Hi everyone, today we're going to learn how to retouch skin. Now I got this image here from Stock Exchange and the link to that is sxc.hu. Once again, that's sxc.hu. We're going to duplicate this layer, so just in case you make any errors, you can always go back to your original layer. So we're going to grab her here and just drag her to this little box right here, and that duplicates the layer. So now you have a background copy. We're going to be working on the background copy, so don't worry about this. What you can do is eyeball it out so you know that it's there but it's not visible. So now that you're on your background copy, you're going to go into Image, Adjustments, Levels, and you're going to press Auto. Now what this does is automatically adjusts the levels of the skin tone, the colors. Already you can see a difference. You can do preview to see what before and after looks like, and then press OK. Now once that's done, you're going to learn how to get rid of all these wrinkles on her eyes, pimples, and we're going to try to get rid of that. So what we're going to do is go into the clone tool, which is right here on the toolbar. It's called the clone stamp tool, and we're going to click on that. Now you're going to have this round circle brush, and what you're going to do is you're going to press Alt, click, basically clones the skin. So if I go Alt click, I'm cloning this area here. Then I would place it somewhere else. And the good thing about Photoshop CS4 is you can see where it's going to be and what it's going to look like. Also, keep your opacity down to 50% because you don't want it to be too harsh on the skin. So Alt click to the image where you want the wrinkles to go away or any of her blemishes or flaws. So Alt click, you just drag over here and just start clicking until you see a huge difference. And if you think you click too much and it looks kind of fake, you can go into your history palette and go back a step. So you can go back here and definitely look at the steps that you did that you thought were too much on her face. So I'm going to take it back a notch. And you can also decrease your brush size by clicking the left bracket key, and that will also work. Or you can just go into here and just adjust the size of how big you want the brush to be, because sometimes you don't want a big brush. The hotkey to increase the brush size is right bracket, left to decrease, right to increase. So Alt click, and I'm just going to decrease the brush because it's too much. Sometimes you want to take your opacity even lower, maybe like 30% instead of 50. It's all depending on the way your image looks. You already can see that's coming along. Now this is a little too much, so I'm just going to take it easy. Okay, see right here she has a pimple. Now there's an easy way to get rid of marks like dots and pimples is by going into the spot healing brush. It's on your toolbar as well. Spot healing brush. You would just click on that and you would just find the mark that you want to get rid of and just click. And there, it's gone. See? It's a really good tool for photo retouching. A lot of retouchers use this. I use it a lot because it's very convenient. You don't have to do anything but just click on the actual mistake and it just goes away. Just like that. Now we're going to show you how to really give that flawless look. We're going to go into Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur. We're going to give the radius 0.6 pixels. It depends on how much you want the image to be blurred, but 0.10 is fine. As long as you don't go too high, then you should be okay. And press OK. Now that's blurred. You have an original copy, and I want you to bring back that eyeball. So just by clicking here, you can make the image visible again. So now you can see like a huge difference before and after. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your eraser tool, decrease the opacity, say about 73%, 74%, and erase the stuff that does not need to be blurred in general, which is the eyes, because you really stand out. So start erasing, and a little bit of the nose and a little bit of the mouth. Also hair too. Sometimes you want the detail in the hair. because then it would look too blurry, and it's not going to look that good if you don't do that. And usually the edge of the skin, sometimes you want to erase that too. This is what it will look like when what you've erased. And just put this back here. Now you're going to go Shift and click your background image so both your layers are selected. And you're going to go Control E. Control E like as in Edward. And it's going to merge the layers together so that you have this. Now you're still going to see a lot of her flaws because you still want to retouch it. There's a lot that needs to be retouched on her. So you're just going to use the two tools that I showed you today, which is the clone and the spot healing brush. So Alt click clone and just, it takes time to learn this. I mean, at first you might be like, it's tough and it's difficult, but it takes time. It takes a lot of practice to really get this looking the way you like it to be. So, you know, just keep practicing until you get the hang of it. Once you retouched it and you feel that you're happy with it, you can also continue cleaning up the image a little bit more by increasing the brightness. So you would go into adjustment curves. So I would just use the curves. I would just push this up a little bit, just a little bit, you know, to brighten her up. And I would just press OK. And right away you can see like she's really coming along. This was before and this is after. So that's your basics in learning how to retouch skin. Thanks for watching.